Good evening. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. 95 projects vying for 2022 UNESCO King Hamad Prize for use of ICT in education. Bahrain's score continues to improve in Global Women Business and Law Report 2023. Education Ministry set up school follow-up unit. UAE recorded mild earthquake and residents reported feeling tremors. India and Australia signed deal to recognize qualifications. In detail. 95 projects vying for 2022 UNESCO King Hamad Prize for use of ICT in education. As many as 25 projects from 56 countries are vying for the 2022 UNESCO King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa Prize for the use of information and communication technologies in education. Education Minister Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak Juma has announced this confirms the great value of the prestigious prize launched by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and endorsed by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Dr. Juma said, the Minister indicated that the award jury has met on the 14th to 16th February 2023 to discuss the nominated projects, adding that the final results will be announced in the near future. The theme of the 2022 edition is using public platforms to ensure universal access to the contents of digital education. Bahrain's score continues to improve in Global Women Business and Law Report 2023. The Kingdom of Bahrain's overall score improved by 3.1 points to 68.1 out of 100 in the World Bank's Women Business and Law Report 2023. The Women Business and Law Report examines laws and regulations that restrict women's economic inclusion in 190 countries based on 8 indicators revolving around the life cycle of a working woman. The Kingdom of Bahrain received a perfect score 100 out of 100 in the pension indicator, which assesses laws regulating retirement benefits. The Kingdom also maintained its perfect score of 100 out of 100 in both the pay and entrepreneurship indicators. Bahrain remains committed to its efforts in reinforcing gender balance and women advancement through the consultant collaboration between government entities and the Supreme Council for Women. The report showed that the Kingdom of Bahrain is among the fastest reformers in the field, with a consistent annual growth in its overall score. Bahrain marked World Hearing Day. The Kingdom of Bahrain today marks the World Hearing Day, annually observed on March 3rd. The international community sheds lights on efforts aimed at ways to prevent hearing loss, which can be prevented if the causes are avoided and symptoms are diagnosed early. The World Hearing Day 2023 is held under the slogan, Ear and Hearing Care for All, let's make it a reality, focusing on the importance of safe listening as a way to maintain good hearing throughout life. The Ministry of Health's trust commitment to hold activities in conjunction with the world celebration of World Hearing Day by organizing workshops, seminars and other events aimed at spreading awareness about hearing and urging early diagnosis to increase the chances of success and effectiveness of the treatment provided to avoid cases of hearing loss. Bahrain marked World Hearing Day. The Kingdom of Bahrain today marked the World Hearing Day, annually observed on March 3rd. The international community sheds light on efforts aimed at ways to prevent hearing loss, which can be prevented if the causes are avoided and symptoms are diagnosed early. The World Hearing Day 2023 is held under the slogan, Ear and Hearing Care for All, let's make it a reality, focusing on the importance of safe listening as a way to maintain good hearing throughout life. The Ministry of Health's trust commitment to hold activities in conjunction with the world celebration of World Hearing Day by organizing workshops, seminars and other events aimed at spreading awareness about hearing and urging early diagnosis to increase the chances of success and effectiveness of the treatment provided to avoid cases of hearing loss. Royal Humanitarian Foundation participated in International Conference in Orphan Care. Director of the Social Welfare Department at the Royal Humanitarian Foundation, Badr Ali Kamper, presented a working paper in the 4th International Conference on Orphan Care 2023. The conference came under the theme Methodologies for Employing Social Investment in Arab Orphan Care Institutions, practices and success stories. The event came under the honorary patronage of Supreme Council for Health President, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa, organized by the Regional Network for Social Responsibility in cooperation with the Global Center for Sustainable Development and under the auspices of Her Royal Highness Princess Al Jawhara bint Ibrahim Al Ibrahim Chair for building human capacity in orphan care institutions in Arab countries. National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander received Arms of Relief Team. National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander Major General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the Royal Guard Search and Rescue Team Arms of Relief after successfully completing their humanitarian relief mission in Turkey from February 11th to 22nd. The Royal Guard Special Force Commander Colonel His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa attended. Major General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa commended the dedication of all members of the task force and their high professionalism despite the bad weather conditions while performing the task assigned with them following the devastating earthquake which hit Syria and Turkey. He noted that rapid response to stretch out a helping hand to the affected people serves the interest of all mankind. The meeting was attended by the Royal Guard Deputy Commander Major General Hamad Khalifa Al Naimi. LMRA, NPR and Capital Police Directorate conducted joint inspection campaign. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority conducted a joint inspection campaign in the Capital Governorate in coordination with the Nationality Passports and Residence Affairs of the Ministry of Interior and the Capital Governorate Police Directorate. The campaign resulted in reporting violations related to the labour market and residency laws. The cases were referred for legal action. LMRA stressed its commitment to report any violation through a continuous and intensive inspection plan in cooperation with the relevant government entities. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination. Welcome back. Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center confirmed successful launch of Zayed Ambition 2. The Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center has successfully launched the Zayed Ambition 2 mission led by astronaut Sultan Al Nayadi to the International Space Station. The mission is the longest Arab space mission in history. Inside SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule, the Spacespheres will spend around 24 hours on orbit lapping the Earth before docking with the ISS on the 3rd of March at 10:17 am, Emirates News Agency reported. President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan noted that the participation in the mission reflects the country's vision and directions to strengthen its contributions to future sciences. UAE recorded mild earthquake and residents reported feeling tremors. A minor earthquake was detected in the UAE on Thursday evening and was felt by some residents. Measuring 1.9 on the Richter scale, the quake was recorded in the coast of Diba Al Fujairah at 8 p.m. The National Center of Meteorology said it was slightly felt by residents but did not have any effect on the country, the NCM added. Seismology experts had earlier said that UAE residents have no reason to worry about earthquakes. Over 26,000 evacuated as floods hit Malaysia again. Rescuers in boats retrieved families trapped on rooftops and hauled others to safety as villages and towns in parts of Malaysia were submerged in floodwaters, leading to over 26,000 people being evacuated as of Thursday. One person died when his car was swept away by floodwaters. The southern Johor state, neighboring Singapore, was the worst hit with some 25,000 people moved to relief centers, in schools and community halls. The figure more than doubled from Tuesday, officials said. 5 other states were also hit by floods after incessant rain on Wednesday deluged the area. The country is experiencing its 6th episode of continuous heavy rain from the annual monsoon season that started in November, the Meteorological Department said, warning it could drag on until April. The Associated Press reported in December tens of thousands of people were also evacuated due to flooding. Oman's Salam Air made emergency landing in India. A Muscat-bound Salam Air flight from Chittagong to Bangladesh made an emergency landing at Nagpur airport in Maharashtra after smoke was detected in the engine, said the Sultanate of Oman's Salam Air. Salam Air flight from Chittagong to Muscat experienced a technical issue due to an alarm of detection of smoke in the cargo hold. As a precautionary measure, the flight was diverted to Nagpur airport immediately after the aircraft was checked by the emergency engineering team and no fire was detected. The flight departed Nagpur airport and all passengers and crew were returned back to Muscat airport. The flight, which took off from Bangladesh, carried around 200 passengers and 7 crew members. All of the passengers and crew members are safe. India and Australia signed deal to recognize qualifications. India and Australia on Thursday signed a framework mechanism for mutual recognition of educational and skill qualifications to ease the mobility of students and professionals between the two countries. The agreement was signed following a bilateral meeting between Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and his Australian counterpart Jason Clare, who is on an official tour to India till March 5th. The agreement is part of the commitment made at the second India-Australia Virtual Summit held on March 21, 2022, wherein the Prime Ministers of both countries agreed to establish a joint task force for mutual recognition of qualifications. The Union Education Ministry, in a statement, said a task force was accordingly set up, comprising senior officials of education and skills ministries and regulators on both sides. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.